Alright, hello. In this vlog, we'll be talking about the teamwork, communication, and leadership that was displayed in the Extreme by Design video from all the team leads and then the individual people in each team as well. I actually thoroughly enjoyed watching this movie, and it gave me a lot to reflect upon regarding my role in my CAPS group and also the way our team has been interacting with each other so far. Observing each team lead's approach to leadership, each one differs in their own unique ways. Pamela is extremely passionate about the project as she is from Bangladesh and the goal is to help the Bangladesh children, so this gives her a personal stake in her group's project. And because she has a personal connection to the project, this causes her to be very outspoken and she informally starts to lead the team. Kind of just taking the ropes and she handled a lot of the discussion in the meetings, made sure everyone was organized and on track, and she was a very personable leader. She would talk about her feelings a lot, really just get to know each person in her group. And her team accepted this, as with her at the front, the team made strides towards their end goal. I don't believe there might have been like one time where their team got a little bit stuck, but throughout the duration of the movie, it seemed like they were always, they just kept it rolling, kept the ball moving. So I think with her, with how much she cared about the project, I think it was really good that she was the team lead. Now Seth's approach was very different from Pamela's. To give an example, here's a quote from the movie detailing how Seth felt about the team dynamic. "We have all worked very hard not to have a dominant force on this team in any way. I know it sounds impossible because pretty much any team you go into, someone sort of emerges, but it's a group effort to move the chains forward." Now, this actually does resonate with me, or resonate with what I thought about the movie, because Pamela did emerge. She was one of the people who emerged within her group. So he was right when he said that point. But I feel like what he said after really resonated with what he did, because their team really didn't have a leader. Not up until like the very last week, few days, when the engineer was not getting the project finished when they needed it to be. So when that happened, he kind of stepped up and was like, all right, we need to get this finished. Like, the deadline's here. We can't keep procrastinating, putting it off. He even went so far as to gather the group and then show up at the engineer's house to make sure that this project was going to get done. And another important aspect about the leadership between Pamela and Seth was that they both really deeply cared about the project. And I feel like that's really important, because if you don't care about the project, you're not going to come up with a thoughtful solution or a meaningful solution that's going to have real impact in the world. And that really resonates with what we're doing here in the program as well, because if any one member doesn't care about the project, it deteriorates from the entire group as a whole when coming up with a solution that would have a meaningful impact. And then another point within the movie, the engineer Chris kind of resonated with me a little bit. I've noticed that ever since switching my group from Collective for Hope over the summer to Habitat for Humanity this semester, I've noticed I don't entirely get along with my group as well as I did over the summer. So it's been a little bit more difficult for me to voice my opinions and give real good input to the group. And I feel like that kind of resonates with Chris, as he was kind of reserved, and he would do things on his own time. He felt that the rest of the group didn't have his knowledge or his experience to do the part of the project that he was doing. So this caused him to kind of detract from the group, kind of become his own unit. And then when it became time for him to become part of the group, like have his part of the project done, he didn't have it done. And then it came down to like the very last minute when he got that part done and when they got that project done, which really resonates with me, as I do also wait to the last minute to get my assignments done. It's something I've been trying to work on. But yeah, so he really resonated with me, and I feel like I can really reflect off of his character and try to better myself off of the way that I perceived him. Thank you.